EA Sports.
I'm down for that. So y'all looking some time. So like we said, maybe mix it up a little bit. Try to run the ball a little more. If you're on scrimmage showing the same play that you've shown all game, switch it. At the line of scrimmage.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. And we have a surprising matchup here today. What an opportunity for an unranked team to win the conference championship and get into the college football playoff with a big upset statement today. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Important second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Caught quickly. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. The Tigers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Finding space at the 20. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kurt.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back. Offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Gonna run it. It's low. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Short pass finds the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Looking to pass here on second down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Chris is just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
To throw, it's Leonard. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. 4th down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle, but 1st down.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield, worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. There are just so many different combinations and ways to attack them.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Catch hauled in here over the middle. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Back in motion now. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Launches downfield. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Receiver makes the grab. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Clemson. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking for a gap. It's Price. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. Second down after that previous play. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Under pressure, hit as he throws. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
Automatic in the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. That's caught. It's Brown. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The Tigers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. They're going to run it here. Breaking tackles. McGain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays.
Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play. To throw, it's Klubnik. That pass is caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. An inside give now from the shotgun. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Tries the right with a quick throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? The 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Snags the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Can he get there on the ground? And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. The Tigers come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
Looking to throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Collins. Defense makes the stop after the completion. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. That completion makes it second and medium. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Nice grab. It's Briningstool. Breaking free at the 35. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. caught over the middle. It's Briningstool. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
That completion makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's brought down out at the 46. The clock is still running off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. To throw, it's Klubnik. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He stopped, but he gets a first down. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Short connection to the tight end here. And tackled there by the defense. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. He hands it off from the gun. And he's brought down out at the 46.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Trying to find room. It's Maffa.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To the air. It's Klubnik. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass here. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
The tackle on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
How about Notre Dame sending him back here? Here he comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Well, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history in playing linebacker.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking downfield. It's Klubnik. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's an out route, the catch made. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. This quarterback on fire today. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And here comes the punter onto the field. Fair catch made at the 20. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And here's the handoff. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game and the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. Makes a quick grab. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. This offense cannot be stopped. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
First and 10 play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw. It's Leonard. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Irish. They jump in front here in the fourth.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Randall. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39. And the Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
You know, this back is taking advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on third down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the fourth quarter.
On the run here, lets it go. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. There's the kickoff kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Makes the grab. It's Brown. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. And completion makes it second and short.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down at the 42.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. There's another interception. We're losing track. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Can he make it to the marker? Looks like Notre Dame will have the 1st down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And then 1st down, they go right back to him. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This offense is still clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Grab down the middle. It's Randall. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. The pass is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about. But the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Got it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten.